Willie D Live.
You think he'll be able to bounce back?
I pray that his children are whole through the experience. I mean, that was some wild shit to kind of like unpack, I'm sure, for them. That's all I really pray for. I mean, we all got to deal with our sins, so.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want any harm. I think the case was bullshit, but I have no sympathy.
Are you indifferent to what happens to him from here?
Well, I said to you earlier, I just think we should start putting people that really deserve the superhero status and power in position. You know, we tend to keep, again, forgiving people that have shown us who they are. You know, and I believe there's the redemption for everybody. How you go about that's on you, though. It's not for me to say. I hope that he makes right with his wrongs. But, you know, I don't think people gonna look at him the same. But then again, we're in a whole weird-ass world that might look at it like, you know, a redemption story in itself by not going to jail for no real time.
So I have a theory here. So, because none of us are perfect, we're all going to do something that's really messed up, that people ain't going to like.
100%.
And we're going to be judged severely for that. So when we say that we have to hold ours accountable and stop being so easily forgiving, I have to think about that. And I'm like the only way for that to really happen is that we got to be perfect, and we ain't gonna never be perfect.
No, it's not about being perfect.
We're the only ones really held to that type of standard. And let me finish. I just, because first thing people gonna say, well, you just got to do the right thing, and da-da-da-da. And the people that's doing the right thing hasn't always done the right thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, because of the country that we live in, a lot of the things that a lot of us get knocked up for is things that our counterparts do all the time, and they do it all the way to the grave. I mean, look at what Trump is doing in office right now.
Right.
Barack couldn't have done a molecule of the things that he's done and gotten away with it.
Right.
But they can get away with all these type of things, and we can't. And I'm saying that even if we were perfect,
mm-hmm.
here they come anyway. They gonna come with some bullshit. And having said that, I'm not even trying to encourage us to do anything wrong, because, like I said, you know, they make these jails for us. They make these, they build these courtrooms and stuff. They build this stuff for us. They build it with us in mind.
Yeah.
So while we do have to, you know, be careful how we move, and we have to understand that we are under a microscope and we are going to be judged differently. At the same time, we have to be able to give each other grace.
100%.
You know, because ain't nobody else going to give us grace. Like, anytime any of us do anything or get accused of something, here come all of the people who love the stereotypes and who embrace those stereotypes anyway. Like, for example, chicken is an international cuisine. Like, people eat chicken all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Places where you won't even find one black person, you're going to find some chicken. But they have figured out a way to shape the narrative that black people just love chicken.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, black people love chicken. Every damn body loves chicken, but they have figured out a way to say that black people love chicken and try to make black people feel guilty of eating chicken, to the point that some black people won't eat chicken because they don't want to be associated with this negative stereotype.
Right.
So it's like, you know, I just like when it comes to black leadership, a black leader does one thing bad, one thing out of pocket, accused of one thing, and immediately everybody is like this. They just turn their back. And I get it that he shouldn't have done it. Or if he did do it, if he's really guilty, I get it that he should have done it.
Right.
But the same people that go after this guy, and for example, here's a perfect example. Kwame Kilpatrick.
Detroit. What up, though?
Detroit. Yeah, shouts out to Zeke. I saw Zeke the other day talking about how these black people in Detroit are very, very, they're like going at him with all of this vitriol because of what he did in the past or what he was guilty of doing. While at the same time, they have no comments for his counterparts who have been guilty and have done similar things. And what he's saying is that the man made a mistake. Whoop, he paid for it. Let him live.
He's a preacher now, right?
Huh?
He's a preacher now, right?
I'm not sure. But he's back on the ground and he's trying to, turn it around. He's on the road to redemption. And they're saying, no, fuck that, you shouldn't have never done this and da.
Yeah.
And can't believe you're walking with this guy and woo. I'm just saying that, like for me, what I do is I look at, well, do this person love our people? You can love somebody and still do wrong by somebody. Now, I ain't saying make that a career. I'm not saying be pathological with your wrongdoing. But you can do wrong but still love somebody, right? You can do wrong to somebody that you love, but not make it a pattern, right? That's all I'm saying. And so as long as I know that to be the case, I can find some forgiveness for a person. And then it also depends on the extreme, exactly what they did.
And that's my only thing.